Hello, cryptids.
I think he wants us to go live.
I think he does. Hello, cryptids.
Why have you brought the void?
Because well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna go with I don't know what you're talking about.
I.
Maybe it was you who brought the void.
Me?
Are you sure it was me?
Really sure? Fucking making me question myself. Jeebus.
Jabus. I don't know what the other void is, but it's fine.
Penis.
There is some other void, but we will figure it out later. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Void.
Yes, void.
Actually, wait. Is it? No. Well, it's not that. Is it? Everything's just fucking dark for some reason.
Is it me?
It's everything behind you is dark and you're normal, so maybe. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm a background character. It's fine. I'm an NPC. I'm an imps. Oops. Anyway, we've still got 1 day left on our puzzles and survival campaign thing we're doing. If you'd like to help the channel out, whatever, you just fixed it. Thank you.
It was me. I brought the void.
You brought the void.
I brought the void.
You brought the void. I just forgot to bring my chair. had to drag it over. It's fine.
Oops.
But anyway, so we've got just 1 more day and technically 1 hour left in our puzzles and survival campaign. If you want to download it and give it a try and help us out, you don't have to spend any money, just a little bit of time. Reaching headquarter level 5, rallying attack on a lair, and getting your first 5-star hero really help us out.
Penis and chat. Penis and chat.
What?
Penis
Oh,
and chat.
yes. It's exclamation point PNS. So penis, but without the vowels. My glasses are too dirty. Fuck this. I mean, my contacts are dirty. Fuck this. Pop my eyes out.
No, that's for you.
So yeah, that little thing will be up during the stream because it's not going to be very invasive in this game since that part of the screen doesn't really show anything anyway. Let us see. This game includes graphic depictions of violence, torture, murder, domestic and child abuse, suicide, sexual assault, rape, psychological manipulation, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, themes centered on religion, racism, bigotry, and other generally troubling themes. Door 3 includes domestic violence, misogyny, implied suicide, psychological manipulation, a gunshot to the head in Moida. I was able to get that all out in like 30 seconds. Look at me go.
Look at you go.
Skilled. So, anyway, we are going to be doing Door 3 of the House of Fata Morgana today. We're doing the middle section of Door 3, Part 2. Part 2. Because, we were trying to do each of the doors all in 1 day at one point, but considering if you just let it go at auto speed, that's like 6 hours per door. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And you guys are lucky I'm here at all today because I'm 90% sure I'm running a small fever, but it's fine.
I think we both are, and it's not good.
Yeah. I get very, very heat ick, and it was cool out, and we're still learning how to work the thermostat at our new place. But basically, if the temperature around me hits anything more than like 65 Fahrenheit, I run fevers and pass out, which is great considering I live in Texas. It's great.
Great.
We love it. But anyway, the thermostat accidentally got set to like 80 degrees, and so I'm sitting here like dead.
I have not been doing great since about last night, so we're hoping that I'm going to be able to keep it together.
Yes, we are trying.
As I said, since about last night, since fucking Sunday.
He's not been feeling good for like 3 months now.
Yeah. And I say Sunday because, yes, I did accidentally sleep through my own stream. I was not feeling well. By the time I got up, it was already about an hour past, and I'm like,
He was like, I'm too embarrassed. No.
I shame.
He shame. But anyway, new game. We will let you know if we have to end a little bit early, but we're hoping that we won't have to. You can see game screen, yes.
Yes.
Okay, you can see this bit right here, yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't remember whose fucking line that is.
Oh.
Can you play piano musics?
Yes.
You can say your line again.
Okay. But I am eternally colorless.
Hello! It's been a while. It's been a whole, like, since Saturday? Since Cthulhu. I'm sorry, we didn't have our place cleaned up enough because we weren't expecting to have to entertain an electric theater, you know, we weren't expecting it. The embarrassing state of our entire house right now with Cthulhu being here. It's like, buddy, if we'd known you were coming over, we would have cleaned up. But there is mess everywhere. There are cat toys on the floor. There are cats on the floor. You know, it's just a mess.
It's just a lot.
It's just a lot.
A lot. What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Standing before them in the doorway was the master of the house, Jacobo.
Uh-oh.
That asshole. I thought you would not be back until tomorrow.
Actually, did we establish the controller works for this one or not? I keep forgetting.
I don't know. I've never been using the controller for it.
Let's find out. Because we used to have a second mouse for Spirit, but he didn't like that mouse.
It moves too fast. It zoom zoom.
Did you read this line?
Yes. Hydrate, don't hydrate.
Okay, it's square.
Sippy. Yeah?
Yeah, square, for some reason.
For some reason.
I'm on the way to do my sippy. I'm readying a drink.
Where did you get that from?
The same place I'm getting your spite from as soon as I can find it.
My spite.
I would have gotten yours out first, but I pulled out the Dr. Pepper 3 times and I'm like, I might as well fucking keep it out.
Okay, I have hydrated, not dehydrated, and I have breathed and not heved.
Okay, now I hydrates.
Sippy. Sippy.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you start.
No wee woos.
We've had wee woos all day. There was a burst pipe in the building, and it set off, like, you know how if a pipe bursts, like, there's that... It's like the fire alarm, and it sounds exactly like the fire alarm, but it's not the...
Continue speaking, and hand me the...
Oh, yes. It sounds like a fire alarm, and it looks like a fire alarm, but it's not actually a fire alarm. It's like... It's triggered differently, so, like, they can't just turn it off. You have to wait for, like, the fire department to get out there and verify that the pipes are all in working order and that there's not a gas leak. So we've had fucking fire sirens and then the fire department getting confused and coming out here all day today. And Nagito decided he wanted to be a little prick about us trying to get him in his crate so that we could take him outside while the alarms were going off so, you know, it wouldn't be so loud and bad for his ears. And if there was fire, no die. But he decided he was going to run on top of the cupboards and then come down and attack me. And so I'm just... You know how you have the fight or the flight response? And earlier my response to the fire sirens was flight. Well, now it's fight, and I just want to have a square go. But we live right next to the fire station, so somebody else is having a fire, and the fire truck just left, and I'm like, no. The noise making me the angry right now. Angry.
Rage.
For the rage.
You were just waiting for this opportunity, weren't you? What would I possibly want you at the house for? I'm sure you know better than anyone. What is that smell? Perfume? When did you get perfume? And I have to say, you seem to be having quite the time. Look at you. You're out of breath, red as a beet. I made the right decision coming back. Where the hell were you going? I wasn't going.
Jacob, calm down, seriously.
You shut it. Now you're taking this tramp's side? Huh? I've told you before you are not to leave this house without consulting me first. Or do you need to tell me you've forgotten? Codger ears aren't just for show. Or they're better than that. They'll even throw you out the parts you don't want to hear. I was not doing anything, you. Silence. I've no interest in your excuses. You're always watching from the shadows, observing, trying not to step on anyone's toes. And in the back of your mind, you're mocking me. Listen up and listen good. You just try stepping out of line again. You just try disgracing me again. You will not get away with it.
I am so glad I didn't voice him.
There.
I'm so glad.
So bad.
I'd be sitting here apologizing every other line, like, Spirit, I'm sorry, I don't mean it. I don't mean it.
For the love of God. Get back to your room, now. You too, Maria.
Alright.
God, what is this sickeningly sweet smell? How utterly infuriating. It'll take forever to get this off me. I always thought you at least had some sense of taste. Bastard. Absolute fucking bastard. Why did he have to disparage us so?
Yeah, dickbag.
He's an asshole.
Did you press X instead of square?
Why is it square?
I don't know.
What did she do wrong? What did she do to deserve that? She did nothing whatsoever wrong.
You know, I'm just picturing you like a fucking Seth MacFarlane cartoon animated fucking toddler sitting there in like a cutaway gag in the kindergarten just screaming at the blocks. Every time you say, "What is a square?"
What is a square?
It's like the the little thing, the toy that kids have,
Yeah.
where you have to put the right shapes in the right holes. I'm just imagining you sitting there.
It's like
trying
that one
to jump.
video where everything fits through the square.
Yeah, exactly. You're sitting there putting stuff through the square and you're just crying.
Why is it square? Oof.
How's it feel to have become a cutaway gag?
I don't know. Interesting. She deserved none of the ridicule he showered her with. However, she was not a strong-willed woman. She did not have the courage to retort to the man yelling at her. And neither did Maria, it seemed. Without another word, they both scrambled out of the great hall, away from Jacopo. The white-haired girl was a painfully miserable sight to behold. The cheer had drained from her spirit, the rosy hue from her now pale cheeks. She was hunched forward slightly, looking like a small, scared animal.
Say, I'm sorry, this is all my fault. If I hadn't asked you to dance, and me bringing the perfume only made things worse.
Not feel bad about anything, Maria.
Hmm.
You did. Was with my best interests at heart.
Would
you stop?
Hmm.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Shut up! I'm just gonna everything so nobody knows if me humming at something is a sign, or if it's just me being full of shit. So, madam, I'll clear everything up. I really am to blame after all. He wouldn't even give you the time of day if you tried. He's a stubborn little shit when he's mad. Maria speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to him. He's more likely to listen to me. Why, Maria?
But why?
But why?
But why?
But why? I'm just saying, that's a weird sentence.
That's a weird sentence.
I'll make sure he knows that he was jumping to conclusions and that I'm the one who dragged you out there to dance. And also that I forced you to wear that perfume. I'll clear everything up, okay? So please, you just cheer up.
It would be best if I could tell him myself. But yes, you're right. He would likely not listen to me. He rarely ever listens to me. I should be ashamed. I cannot even hold a simple conversation with my own husband.
These things happen, you know? It's not easy being married, in a lot of ways.
Yes, you're right. I apologize for having you do something so unpleasant, but I would appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. I'm happy to. No need to apologize. I've got this. You know, just for the record, if you're married and you say, "Yeah, it's hard being married," maybe get help because it shouldn't be that way.
No.
Unless you've got like really complicated taxes, it shouldn't be that way. I'll dunk his head in cold water until he's not blowing steams from his ears no more. I'll cool him down, promise. And you'll never know. Maybe he'll open up to listening. You could be back to the way you were in a year ago in no time. Don't worry, I'll take care of it, madam. Be positive. You look so much better with a smile on your face.
Right. Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, okay. I doubted Jacobo would listen, even coming from Maria. And I imagine the white-haired girl felt much the same way. However, she grabbed onto that sliver of hope. She let herself dream. She let herself believe, even just faintly, that everything would go well. Such is human nature. When uncertainty has you in its clutches, you grasp at whatever hope you can find to keep yourself afloat. That night, she did not sleep. She was afraid that even in her dreams, Jacobo would be shouting at her. She felt as though her memories of a year prior were beginning to crumble away.
Here's where I was supposed to stop if I was taking the game's hints, but no, I'm like cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
The next morning, Jacobo stood alone in the den by the billiards table. He appeared to be rather agitated. His face was twisted into a frown, his pointer finger tapping relentlessly against the hard surface of the table. Evidently no longer able to stay in one place, he paced a circle around the table, then swept up a raft in a queue, setting up a game of nightball. I am not intimately familiar with the ways by which men entertain themselves, but in truth, I was bewitched by the sight of him leaning over the table. It almost seemed as though a steel rod ran straight from his shoulder to the tip of his outstretched finger, upon which the cue was secured by another finger looped over it. With a smooth flowing motion, he thrust the cue forward slightly, pulling it back and repeating the process once more, before ramming it into the cue ball, sending it rolling into the diamond of coloured balls. A chorus of clicks and clacks emanated from the centre of the room. Balls collided with one another and ricocheted off the cushioned walls, a few landing in the pocket situated around the edge of the table.
It's gay, the balls touched, it's gay!
The balls touched. Jacobo appeared to have accomplished this with little trouble, but I imagine merely striking the cue ball with a stick would be rather difficult for someone inexperienced. But despite his accomplishment, it seemed to only exacerbate his agitation.
Yeah. I opened up Finch because it was like, do your update on your mood real quick, please, because you've not updated us on your mood all day. So I just went to tap the thing and put the phone down and be like, I have updated my mood, there we go. And it was just like, da-da, da-da-da.
What the fuck? Noise. Help. Easy positioning, he muttered, though I hadn't the faintest idea what he was talking about. What should have been a game for his enjoyment, he went about with a constant look of exasperation. I suspect he was using it as a way to blow off steam, and as a result, the tension in the air was palpable. I felt it would be improper to intrude upon him, even considering my distaste for the man. There was an undeniable beauty in every motion he made, every perfectly audible clack of the billiard balls bouncing off one another. It's just wanting to make sure that we know it's gay because the balls touched.
Yeah. So it's very gay, the balls touched.
The balls
gay.
touching.
That's why he's so pissed off. He's gay and he hasn't had a man suck his dick like in years, and he's just angry.
He's angry. It was an enchanting sight. But then someone without the slightest regard or appreciation for beauty came marching in with a hammer to shatter it like glass.
Gotta say, that was pretty impressive. Yay!
A man leaned against the frame of the open door. He was neither a resident nor a worker of the mansion. The man's face was covered in scraggly stubble, his body draped in grime-caked garments. His eyes were sunken so deep it was as though I was looking at a fleshless skull, though there was a feral glimmer in them. Needless to say, he was not prim and proper. How long have you been there?
Not long, but man, I can't help laughing. You were completely in your own world up there.
What do you want? And why didn't you send a maid for me?
Don't be such a hard ass. We ain't strangers, man. Why should family have to go through the maids to see you? That just ain't right, brother. Your door should always be open for family.
Enough. I am not your family.
We're bound by something stronger than blood. By our family. Our Koska.
Don't. You only ever bring up the Costco when it's in your interest.
Oh, scary. Come on, what happened to you, little Jack? Where'd the little boy who used to call me Uncle Tommy go?
Don't you dare use that godforsaken name. Get the hell out of my sight. What in God's name are you doing here? The man hailed from the same country as Jacopo. They had a peculiar relationship. Though they were not blood related, he referred to Jacopo as family. They came from a sunny island in the Mediterranean Sea, a place of many unique customs, and an entire underground society. Koska was a word that originated from and referred to those underworld families.
Meanwhile, in the universe where the maid is telling us everything we already know. She's like, Koska means family. They are not family. It's like, yes.
Yes, they have just explained this.
They've explained this. Why are you explaining this? I'm like, you doing that? I don't know what happened, but you shook. Something shook because you made that noise and me here. I went, but I did not actually move my hands. You having such ferocity in your movement that you're causing certain parts of your soul to eep out, possess my body.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're possessing me.
I'm
Such a violation of my autonomy as a person.
I sorry.
You're only supposed to possess me when I consent to it, or as a sexual thing.
I sorry.
Maybe both. How dare. I think you need to apologize to the viewers too. I think you have to numb them.
Ow.
See, the viewers, you have been numbed, so we must forgive. Forgive. Must forgive.
Forgive, please. No. Oh, I have been forgiven.
You are forgiven.
I am forgiven. Thank you, son.
What about 5 Gib?
Oh.
How about 69 Gib?
Oh.
Oh!
Oh. It would be another 30 years or so before organisations like theirs received much public attention. At the time, they were not widely known. 7 Gib. 20 Gib. Just a short step into the future and they would grow so powerful the very mention of them would send a chill throughout the room.
Hold. I can plug this in for you later, but right now it would probably be good if we each had separates. It's like halfway charged anyway. Hey now, that's no way to talk to a fellow Parazzati. You're on the short list to becoming the next Capo Familia. We respect our brothers. That's how we operate. I could go home and say you threw me out of your house. How'd you like those rumors spread, huh? The soon-to-be Capo Familia wouldn't even listen to a tiny little itty-bitty committee.
I very much doubt anything you said could damage my reputation. Death.
Who do we want death for? The guy blackmailing the guy, or the guy who's a dickbag and probably deserves the blackmailing? Hey, I ain't been exiled yet. And as long as I'm one of them, they won't ignore me. Ho ho ho, that's some mighty fine looking whiskey I got there. Don't mind if I do.
Both. Mordor.
Mordor.
Mordor. Nothing here is for you to drink.
One does not simply walk into Mordor unless they are walking into the knife 7 times. Ten times. I can count.
Chub.
Chub.
Chub, chub, chub.
I think my fever is fucking me up. Because I'm sitting here like trying to make references and I'm like getting halfway there and then veering off way to the right, like and then the reference does not land and I feel so bad.
Rip, rip.
Come on, booze is my lifeblood, man. No love for a brother.
You worthless leaf. Surely won't be long before you find yourself in exile. You're lucky enough to get off the hook with just exile, that is. Kyle could snap that scrawny neck of yours.
You know something? The fact that chib backwards isn't a word, and all that would have to happen is the CH to not flip when you're flipping it backwards for it to almost be a word, but it can't do that because it can't be ch in both sounds. It upsets me.
But that is...
The fact that chib is so close to bitch backwards, but it can't be.
But it can't be bitch backwards. That
I'm
is so
fucking
depressing.
upset.
Dodge.
Hey, if I'm gonna go, I'd rather go tied up, tortured for days, and covered in tiny little cuts from head to toe.
Can't help yourself from going A, can you?
Hey. Hey.
You sick bastard.
Hey.
You disgust me. But,
Call me a carnal adventurer. Eh.
eh?
I despise the mundane.
Do it again.
No, I just realized I just realized this is my line, and what a lovely line it is. Last thing I want to do is go out like a wet fart.
Is this what you came for? To waste my time with your insipid nonsense?
Oh, hardly. Surely you have an idea what I'm here for. And, how much I need.
He. Come, maggot.
Hey, a worthless leech, a sick bastard, and a maggot. Hey, what other names you got up your sleeve for me?
You son of a... Do you honestly think this is how you ask for a favour?
He clearly does. Whoops, excuse me. I beg of thee, oh esteemed fucking future Kappa Familia guy who's a bastard dude. I am broke. No money, not to even put bread on the table. Could just spare just an teensy wee beep for your brother.
You brought this on yourself, I'm sure. I hear more than enough stories about you, and hardly any of them pleasant.
I'm slightly delirious.
A little bit. Drinking, gambling, debauchery. I'm humiliated to be in the same Costco as you.
You want to make money playing, you gotta learn the game first.
There's the one who played himself into oblivion. Now, do you honestly believe I'll give you anything?
Oh, but you will. You got no choice. Costco rules, you're required to help a fellow countryman. Especially considering how few of us are there and are stranded on this colossal landmass. You won't even notice the money's missing. It ain't cause you can't, but because you don't wanna. But Jacob, well, being a tight ass does nothing for you. Me coming to you for the help keeps your good name clean. And being a tight ass is gonna make the sex painful. Excuse me, like... The balls touched. It's gay.
The balls touched. It is gay. No tight ass.
No tight ass. The balls touched and you were into it. Honestly, this guy's clearly never been screwed by a man before, and that's his problem.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs a little one-on-one consensual sex with another guy, and he'll be fine. That's the thing about being. He quietly keeps little shits like me out of trouble. Oh, boss! I see the words, boss.
Is this the new non-salad left beef? The balls touched. It's gay.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I want some salad left beef, but I'm broke and I can't have it. And I'm sad.
Non-salad left beef is so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive, and we don't have the monies for the non-salad left beef. So now we just have to rely on the balls touching and things being gay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the trouble don't come back raining on you.
You don't seem to understand your place.
Hey.
Rather than lecturing me, you should be on your hands and knees, begging and crying for my help. See, it's gay.
It's gay. That doesn't get gayer than this. It's not healthily gay. Like, clearly, everyone involved needs counseling. But it's gay.
It's gay.
Hey, if that's what you want, I'll gladly comply as long as it's gay, my friend. Happy to kiss your ass while I'm at it. Kissing your boots wouldn't be gay, before anyone questions me. How about a tiny little kiss on the dick, just for old time's sake?
But it's not gay if you kiss the dick even lightly.
Okay, what about a very aggressive bite to the dick?
So many references to Little Time. That's the won't be a second time.
Well, yeah, because if it's a very aggressive bite to the dick, you're gonna need some massive surgery before that's better. Yes.
Actually, you're plump. I'm afraid to move. I will be reporting your conduct to the family back home. I look forward to seeing how they deal with you.
Just try to have a little mercy, would you?
Hey, is there a maid around? Doesn't matter who. Serve you, master. Got a single stack from the safe. Here's the key. Scared spirit noises at night. Yeah, wait, look, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, bite the dick is a pretty, it's a pretty cursed thought. I only support it because, you know, Jacob probably doesn't, he doesn't deserve any better than that.
Bonk.
You know, being an abusive little fucker to his wife.
Yeah.
The only touching of the dick he deserves is to have someone bite it off.
Yeah. And it goes without saying, but don't touch anything else. Give the money to that man, as you're escorting him out the door.
I took this right off of you just the right time, by the way. It's completely out.
As you wish. Is that all you needed? Yes. Now get to it. Very well. Excuse me. I've been a dim-dim. I've been a dim-dim.
And then you.
There's a dim-dim to me. You'll bite it with a pair of scissors. You know what? Fair.
Well. That's one looker of a mage you got there. What a miss. Did I get up and was it immediately my line?
Yeah. You hadn't eaten your ass, hadn't even left the chair and it was your line.
But, something's, I don't know, eerie, strange. I don't know about her. She's sus.
Well, fancy that. We agree on something.
Yeah, man, I'm just saying, if you come across her in a game of Among Us, she's definitely the imposter.
Disembodied cryptic voice saying lines. Spoopy times.
Yes, it was. I hadn't even gotten to the chair yet, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this part. I couldn't even see the line. I'm like, I remember.
You know.
How long has she been working here?
You and us two, Us two.
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't tell you. As I recall, she came to the house. Is that the kind of woman you fancy?
A gal that you can't read is always interesting.
Is that so?
I thought it said, for a minute, I thought it said a gal who can't read, and I'm like, that's kind of fucking mean.
It's a bit odd. Okay. Now that he mentions it, how old is that woman? Although I suppose it doesn't.
Oh yeah, Jacopo. One other thing I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it this time? Bring us the dragon!
Bring us the dragon!
Oh,
Dragon!
dragon.
Look at, you see how perfectly perched he is?
He is perched. Perfect. He's like, camera time. Yes.
Camera time for me. No, he has been crawling up there to stare out that window, or there's a tiny little bit of glass that is transparent that sticks to that white thing that you guys can't see. And that white thing there is just, for our privacy. But there's a little bit that he can look through. He keeps climbing up to look through that bit. And he's been doing it all day with the sirens and shit going on. It's been freaking him out. He's like, I must see what's going on. So he wasn't there when I angled the camera earlier. But I was like, I have a feeling he's gonna go up there. He's gonna stare again. And look at it. Him being right where I thought the minute we turn on the camera.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, but I'm curious about this watch. You can't stay on Twitch is V. Please send somewhere so I can see. I must know.
Send anywhere that isn't Twitch.
Anywhere that's not Twitch. What is it this time? And if it's more of your blather, I will shoot you dead where you stand.
You're not gonna like pull up Discord or something where he can message it to you so I can see. I see.
Why is that word banned on Twitch?
Wait, I must have misread it. It can't be banned, is it?
Is it really banned on Twitch?
Fuck if I know. I'm so confused.
He's not taking chances! No chances! Oh.
I'm saying you're like, I've said way worse.
Yeah.
No need for threats. This one's about your better half.
What about my wife?
Well, to put it simply, yeah. She came to me asking for advice, looking a little distressed.
My wife asked
My wife.
you for the advice? Oh, my wife? Dear wife!
Yep. From the sounds of it, you're pretty rough on the little lady.
Gizmo is a model. He is. Look at him. So gorgeous. What are you doing?
I was trying to see if I could see my reflection in the glass, but I can't. Something was moving and I could...
Is it me?
Maybe. It's your arms, yeah, when you stretch your arms up like that. That just ain't right, man. You managed to snag yourself a broad that pretty, you ought to at least treat her a little better, you hear? She looks good with a smile. You ought to make her show it to you every once in a while, instead of being a complete and utter cunt.
Spit out arm reveal. Why would she come to you about that?
Don't ask me. Maybe she ain't got no one else to talk to. And you know, for what it's worth, I am part of the same Costa.
Random hoodie sleeve, yeah.
Guessing she thought she'd get the... Guessing... Sorry man, it's 11 a.m. and I'm already drunk. Guessing she thought I'd get through to you easier than she could. That was some insightful line, Jake.
Yes.
Really, you just have to put a little more thought into how you act around her, and she'll be smiling for you like always. Oh yeah, I got just the thing. Women love this shit. I'm sure she'll be thrilled.
Is that perfume?
Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. I'm a big fan of their stuff too. Smells great. Pretty girl smiles at you for wearing some of this. Any man would love, be in love in an instant. You've never given her nothing fashionable before, have you? It may just look like scented water, but you can't let that fool you. Go on, give it to her. You like a nice smelling lady too, don't you? No, he very clearly does not.
No, because he kicked up fuck when she smelled nice.
He wants his lady to smell like tears and piss. That's all he wants.
You know,
A little bit of scent can give you a whole different flavor.
it's called Eau de Yucca.
A little bit of scent can give a different flavor to your nighttime excitement. What nighttime excitement?
There is no nighttime excitement.
The only nighttime excitement is him screaming in the halls at 2 a.m.
It's funny, that's with his spare time, he roams the halls wailing. Mia's not happy. Mia's like, Yuka has been mentioned. Life is awful.
Well, I'm about to make you unhappy. Or there, Gizmo gone. I'm up.
But no one. Is that you just announcing what your love life is like, man?
Where?
He said vanilla.
I don't.
Oh, said vanilla, and then I went to the next line.
Oh, I thought you meant V said
Jesus
vanilla.
Christ!
I thought you meant V said vanilla. I wasn't fucking. I wasn't looking in the right place. Okay.
We are delirious. Help us.
Well, I said my piece. I'll be taking my leave. Don't want to keep your maid waiting too long and get on her bad side.
Hold on, Thomas. Why would she?
Make it last. That's all the advice Uncle Tommy has for you. Ciao.
Wait, Thomas. Could go after him. It would be a simple task to catch him, grab him by the neck, and make him tell me. Tell me where he spoke with her and what she told him. But why? I hope my legs not move. Asking him for advice, fashionable perfume, her smile. She looks good with a smile. She'll be smiling for you like always. See, now V has said vanilla. That can't be.
Bullshit.
She hardly ever smells around me.
Vanilla
But
bitches.
bitches.
Vanilla bitches.
She'll smile for him. Last night when she was short of breath, having such a grand time wearing that perfume, getting ready to leave the house. Just who was that smile for? God damn it. Don't you think I'll let you run free any longer?
Uh-oh.
His eyebrows were furrowed, creating deep creases on his forehead. Several servants stood off to the side, watching their master attentively as he stomped past them down the corridor. However, no one said a word to him. Had I not been preoccupied attending to his countrymen, I likely could have prevented it. The look on his face would have made it obvious something bad was about to happen. Something that would serve only to further her misfortune. She was already in a less than ideal situation, and it was perched on the edge of a hill, soon to begin rolling down into even worse territory.
Just a heads up that the spousal abuse is going to get far, far worse very, very quick if you're sensitive to that.
It is gonna ramp up massive.
Like, it's not great before this point, but it gets significantly worse. So I just wanted to give people a vocal warning, so that they could actually hear it in case they've not had a chance to peek in at the
stuff.
pinned warning.
Yeah. Okay. If you wanted to visit, you could have said something rather than coming in without knocking. Is that really necessary? Is there something you so desperately want to keep from me that I must knock before entering? That I should have let you know in advance that I'm coming? What? What are you? Well, is there? You went to talk to him behind my back, I'm told. What did you tell him? You moan to him about my behaviour?
You okay over there?
What has disappeared again, V? V, are you okay? You told him I'm rough with you? You cried on his shoulder because I'm not nice enough? I think he is having issues.
Son, are you okay?
Twix is bullying him.
Wait.
Twix is bullying him.
There.
There, son. Him, of all people. Wait, Jacobo, you're mistaken. Let me... Silence. Not a word. Not a single godforsaken word. The only thing that comes out of your mouth is excuses, lies and fabrication. You put on this sweet innocent little girl act, but what's really going through your head? Maybe I should just rip that mask off your face. Stop, Jacobo. You look down on me. You're nobility, and I'm just a nobody who married into it. No, stop me, please. When did it start? How long have you been seeing him? Who else have you been seeing? Covering yourself in fashionable perfume and smiling? Even though you never smile around me. Please, let me go.
I'm sorry, it shouldn't be funny, but the fact he's so pissed off that she smiles speaks fucking volumes about him. Oh, my apologies. How fucking dare she smile?
How dare she smile?
Spirit, do you smile at other people? You fucking smile at other people. Look, answer me. You smile at other people, Do you smile at other people?
No, I'm usually afraid of other people.
That's the wrong answer. You're supposed to smile in front of other people. Yeah, it's a normal fucking thing to do.
Hear me.
You gotta smile around people who aren't just me.
I do smile at the people that aren't just you.
Yeah, no.
I am afraid of people.
I was expecting you to be like, well, yeah, I smile when I want to smile.
Yeah, I smile when you smile, okay?
Yeah, he smile when he needs to smile. He doesn't like smile at someone. I'm like, hey, slut, what the fuck? Honestly, more than anything, I'm like, my dude, you're acting a little terrified in this Panera here. Do we need to go home? Are the people scaring you? Are you having a bad time? And he's like, I gotta go home.
The vibes off in this Panera.
He's like, I wanna go home. The Panera bread bowl not even making me happy right now. The people are fucking mean. There's some weird guy with Jack Chick tracks trying to like convert me from across the room, and I'm scared.
I am afraid.
But yeah, no. See, like, if we were to hang out with other people and you were only allowed to smile when looking at me, I'm pretty sure I would just be concerned 24/7. Be like, okay, you have a clear case of the big depressies, the massive sads.
The big sads.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But it's so fucking preposterous that, like, he is so pissed off that she would dare smile to anyone. Like, I think even if she smiled at him, he'd be mad.
Probably.
He'd be like, what are you
What are you
scheming?
smiling for?
Yeah, what are you scheming? What are you laughing at me about?
What's fucking funny?
Yeah, what's funny? He'd be pulling that kind of crap. Like, she can't show any fucking emotion. But then she doesn't show emotion. And he's like,
what are you so fucking miserable for?
Well, what's miserable? Why are you a miserable bitch? You wanna go and we go to the hair factory, huh? You wanna go over there? In case you're not aware, for anyone watching and Spirit, hair factory is another way that you could refer to the old-timey asylums because they would shave the women's heads and use it to turn into wigs for richer women. So they were asylums and hair factories. You know, it was the fancy way you'd say, oh yeah, my wife is nuts, without actually saying it, because, you know, you wouldn't want to look bad. So you're like, oh, you know, my wife is just at the hair factory.
Yeah. Do you expose our Panera antics live on stream?
This place is fucking.
The Panera antics.
Oh. Yeah, this place is fucked up.
This place is
I
fucked.
understand. I'm still so
See
sad.
in your eyes.
For
It's
the-
just a worthless comma.
For the record, I'm still so fucking sad I had to censor the sound alert titles. Makes me sad.
Yeah. You have clicked out of the game.
Oh. They've just been getting us ranting at silence then.
Not listen to me. Feelings. It's all your fault. Every last thing. I tell you not to leave the house, but you do. I tell you to do as I say, but you ignore me. Every last thing you do drives me mad.
See, what did I say? She can't do literally any fucking thing, because then he's all pissed off.
And he's
Because
fucking moody.
he
Because he has the tiny little quick syndrome.
Tiny quick syndrome.
He has tiny little
Quick syndrome.
I don't have time to deal with this. To rack my mind over you, over a woman. I don't have time for it. Why do you not do as I say?
You know, I will say for the record, at least he's respectful enough to wait for us to be done talking before he continues his bitching.
That's so nice of him. It's the only thing he does right. Do you not have enough already? Huh? Will you not be satisfied until you've taken even my arms and legs? I've given you money, clothing, everything. You have an incredible life.
Does she fuck? What
Does
the fuck
she
did you
fuck?
do to her garden? What did you do to her garden?
Fucking wanker. Look around you. That life of luxury you and your parents wanted, it's right here. You have it. What more could you possibly want? Why do you insist on being unfaithful? Unfaithful? What I'm doing is unfaithful to you? Well, how else should I describe it? You leave your room despite me ordering you not to. Don't think I don't know. When you came to the den the other day, you had your eyes on the other men. No, I did not. I had no such inclination. Enough! Not another word from you. I have no interest in your excuses. If that's how you're gonna act, then say goodbye to your freedom. You're forbidden from leaving the mansion, or your room for that matter.
No Scotland?
No Scotland, no freedom? Or even speaking to the servants. Well, I'll know what I'll do. I'll make you a new room. Too many people coming in and out of this one. It'll be somewhere quieter, out of the way. You like the garden? How about I put it there? If you leave that room without my permission, this time, I'll kill you.
Yeesh.
Don't listen to me. Jacobo, the master of the house, likely loved the white-haired girl. That is what I saw in their exchange. Maid, are you
Are you high?
Are you stoned? Maid. What part of that seemed like love to you?
I think she's gonna try and explain and probably do a bad job at it.
But love is supposed to be a sweet, warm, wonderful emotion. It makes you cared for, value that person even more than yourself. It was the exact opposite for him. I never knew that love could be such a painful thing. How did his love end up so twisted? What did he expect to happen by confining and abusing the woman he loved? Perhaps he was conscious of that. To be human is to sometimes find oneself driven by uncontrollable internal impulses. A few days later, Jacopo dragged the white-haired girl from her chamber and led her outside. The garden she had once loved was now a thing of the past. It had become a dreary space, nary a rose in sight, and being taken there did nothing to improve her mood, only sadden her further. The cold, grey piles of metal freckling the barren earth seemed to mock her. Her husband led her, the lady of the house, to a shed that had been repurposed into a Spartan living area. She begged and pleaded, but Jacopo would not have it. He shoved her into the sad little shack and locked the door.
Absolute dickbag. See, this shit is why we struggled so much coming up with the nice little flavor text for this part of the chapter and coming up with a title and stuff. We're like, what can we... We make fun of everything for our fucking titles and our flavor text, but there's very little that you can tease here because it's just fucking awful.
Yeah, it's fucking horrendous. I sat here for honestly like what 5 minutes, but like I don't know what to put.
15.
I don't know what to do. I don't have anything funny to put. I'm stuck. I need help. And then we're like, let's just take a jab at Maria.
I was just like, she's a wife who's in a housewife. There we go, title.
We don't know. So, yeah, what fun.
Him.
Yes.
You need.
Yes. Set up this way. Okay. Let's go back to the way things used to be. For us to be able to smile around each other. It had been several days since Jacopo had locked her in the shed, and her day-to-day life was only growing more arduous. She was under constant surveillance. The door was only unlocked to deliver her meals 3 times a day. And despite what an unfortunate situation their employer's wife found herself in, the maids chattered and gossiped and giggled freely. Not even in the shadows, out of her presence, the tactless young maidservants whispered directly to the white-haired girl when they brought her meals. "Look at you, madam, caged away like cattle." I could almost hear the sound of cracks forming in her heart. I imagined she had gotten to the point where she was having difficulty merely holding herself together. She had done nothing wrong, and yet she was forced to live this life of insults and mockery, of ridicule.
Ridicule.
What?
I said, ridicule.
Ridicule. The only reason her tenuously held together spirit did not completely shatter was because she still had her one and only ally.
No. I just overflowed my drink. I was pouring another can in my cup, and I'm like,
Oh. Maria volunteered to attend to the white-haired girl. Maria took over the duty of delivering her 3 meals, meaning the other maids stopped coming by. And that relieved the white-haired girl's mental and emotional stress considerably. Maria became her sole conversation partner, her sole companion. She did not leave as soon as the meals were finished, instead remaining in the shed with the white-haired girl for some time.
So, madam, how about a funny story? I flubbed up pretty hard the other day. You want to hear about that? So, a couple days back, I didn't get enough sleep the previous night, right? I'm helping out in the kitchen, halfway plate of food. And when I go to bring it down to the guest, my heart about leaps out of my mouth. Guess why? What I thought was the plate was actually an ashtray. Man, I was sweating like a pig. The guest didn't seem to notice, but the other maids were pale as ghosts the entire time. Just about everyone had themselves a case of the vapors. I quite the tongue lashing at cleanup. Pretty funny, huh?
Oh, did you? Sounds like it was a pretty bad day.
Yeah. Hey, madam? I know there's not much point in telling you to cheer up right now. But I'm sure he won't keep you locked up forever. He's just a bit crabby right now. It'll all be alright. Although, I guess this is a bit drastic for a temper tantrum. Everyone's just like, silent.
Silence.
I'm sorry, madam. If only I had pushed him a bit harder. If only I had a bit more influence, he might not be in this situation. I thought I could be of some help, but I guess I'm not doing a great job of that, or anything for that matter.
Maria, you absolutely are. Just your being here takes a great weight off my shoulders.
Still, though, I feel so worthless. Because I'm a maid, I can't set you free.
Hey, I'm used to being in prison.
What do you mean you're used to it? He never locked your door before.
Hello, Mr. Y.
Hello, Mr. Y.
Good to see you again.
What's up? Well, currently our ceiling, but not the ceiling in the main part of the building of where we're staying.
Yeah, the
The office, they had the ceiling collapse today. So our ceiling's up at least.
At least our ceiling is still up. You're right. I'm not sure why, but I feel as though I've been in a similar predicament before. Lacking freedom and contact with others for a long stretch of time.
Yeah, I want to be honest. I didn't see the day where somebody would ask me what's up and I could say the ceiling without getting a groan from absolutely everybody, because in this case it's fucking relevant.
Yeah. They were fixing it once the office closed, so hopefully they're not having too many issues with that.
Yeah, they just had to get everyone who was at work in the office, but go home. Everybody leave. Get out. Can't have you here while maintenance is doing their stuffs. I'm sure it's simply the exhaustion getting to you, ma'am. No one should ever be used to living like this.
Yes, I agree. And I pray things go back to the way they were soon.
Has getting mad at him never crossed your mind?
Getting mad?
Yeah. You know, when he yells, you yell back. Let him know he's in the wrong. Never considered doing that? I guess you're not one to get angry, madam. Which would mean you're a better fit for the Holy Mother name than me.
Oh, no. I do sometimes want to get angry. To tell you the truth, it's almost always going through my mind how if I did raise my voice, perhaps he would listen to what I have to say. But when I'm standing there in front of him and he starts shouting at me, I freeze up and end up not saying a word. I'm just such a pitiful woman. Everything about me. When I need to speak up most, to stand up for myself, I can't.
Oh, don't look so down. That's not a bad thing. It's just got you in a little bit of a pickle right now. But I'll clear everything up with them, you hear me?
I am getting deja vu, Maria.
Hello?
She's like, I'll deal with it, and then she never deals with it, or she attempts to deal with it and things go worse. Like Maria.
Yeah. Pickle Maria.
Pickle Maria.
Maybe we should. Let's pickle Maria. I don't think it would make the situation any worse. I
was trying so hard to find where fucking churros came from because I glanced over at my screen and saw I'm like, who's talking about fucking churros? It was V like fucking half an hour ago. Oops. Oopsies.
In my mind, your modesty is a virtue. Is it?
Is it now, Maria?
Is it, Maria? And the more I think about it, I can't even imagine you screaming. I like you better the way you are, reserved and ladylike. You can leave all the yelling to me. Should we, Maria? I'll do whatever I can to help you, madam.
Able to clear up his confusion about the night when we were dancing?
I feel like she knows the answer to that. Oh, about that. Sorry, he just wouldn't hear it.
I see.
But I'm not throwing in the towel. I'll keep trying as long as it takes. So...
Say, Maria, could I perhaps ask another favor?
No, you can't. Yeah, sure, let me have it.
I would like to get him a letter.
Oh, a letter? To someone who lives in the same house? I mean, not anymore. They said she's living in a tiny house on the lawn.
In a shed.
Yeah, it's not even a tiny house. It's just a fucking tool shed without the tools in it. The house has got the tools in it.
Yeah. The house is being run by the tool.
And not the sharpest one, you know, at that. He wasn't even the sharpest one when he was in the shed.
Nope. Nope. Yes. As things stand, I cannot simply go visit him on a whim. And I feel as though I could calmly express on paper things I'm unable to say to him face to face. I suspect I might have more luck that way. I also believe he would be more likely to maintain his composure reading my thoughts in a letter than hearing them from my mouth. With it, I can clear up all the confusion and things can go back to the way they were.
A letter, huh? Interesting.
I'll write the letter, which I would like you to deliver to him. May I ask that of you?
Absolutely, not a problem.
Thank you, Maria. You're the only person I can count on, and I mean that.
Kind of hope she doesn't start screaming because then I'm going to have to put a lot more effort behind my white-haired girl voice and selfish reasons and all that. But like,
you're like,
I'm
please.
like, stand up for yourself, but maybe do it at your regular volume, please.
You're like, please stay a pushover, just so I don't have to be loud. I don't want to be loud. What?
Exactly.
All I thought I heard was Pickle Rick.
I did not say Pickle Rick.
It's too bad. It's what I heard.
Oh look, a wanker. Why?
What, me?
Yes. Clearly it's you. You.
It's me after you go to sleep most nights.
How did this happen? Why would she betray me? I wanted to give her a decently happy life. I didn't want to get violent with her.
Well, then you shouldn't
Well,
have.
then you shouldn't have, you fucking asshole. That's what's got caught in a quagmire. Sorry. Yet when I saw her face, when I heard what she had to say, I couldn't restrain myself.
Well, were you a believer?
What?
When he saw her face, he said he couldn't restrain himself. I said, "Oh, are you a believer?"
Guess what it comes down to is that.
I've got the
You
Shrek.
dress it up, I'm still a Berzati.
I've got the whole Shrek soundtrack just downloaded in my brain right now, and I've been making references to it the whole stream, and you've caught about half of them.
I'm having issues. My brain.
Honestly, it's probably that my references are so veiled that I think it's funny, but everybody else is like, "What?
What? What?
What?"
What? There was never any way for this bloodline to give that girl happiness. God damn it. Why am I fretting over this nonsense?
I think you're full of shit, dude.
And I'm supposed to be the future head? Ah.
Don't make him laugh.
Dancing, they really are. And they look like they're having a wonderful time.
Future head? I wish. Amazing.
Yeah, but not from him. You don't want it from him.
Not from him.
Like he's got like problems. Okay, you don't want it.
His dick hasn't been washed in 38 years.
His dick and evidently not his mouth either.
No. Aww.
There.
There.
Doesn't seem to be. See, it was anything but two tiny people dancing.
That's how it works. Reach out your hands and try to grab them. You will be able to.
It's a shame.
I didn't think you actually would.
It's fine. It's still the dancing atop my palm.
Almost frightening how much innocence rests within those hands. It's as if they've been completely cut off from all the world's filth. My hands, however, soaked in blood. I feel that bringing her into my world might tame her. Am I capable of protecting this woman's purity?
Funny.
Yet, as I watched her so joyously playing, I felt as though I had gotten close to her. I was the one being a child that day.
Dicka, it's me, Maria. Is it alright if I come in?
Maria. It's fine, come in.
Alrighty. Music!
Sick.
Color me surprised. I didn't think you'd let me in.
Have I ever denied you access to my room?
Or your wife can't have anyone in her room, not even a maid to like help her out with shit. But you having fucking Maria in your room all the time.
Look at that fucking shitty expression on his face.
I'm just saying. He's so convinced she's cheating on him, but he can have whoever he wants in his room.
Fucking asshole.
And she can't even have a room.
Yeah.
No, but you've been looking pretty glum lately.
I've never exactly been a cheery man.
Read it as cherry until you said it. And it's like I watched the word change before my eyes. True enough. I know you told me before not to talk about your wife, but I'm gonna stick my nose where it doesn't belong anyway. There's been a lot of chatter among the maids lately about you getting rough with her. I mean, you've got the poor thing locked up in a shed outside. You're not leaving the best impression on anyone.
You here to box my ears?
I don't know, 50-50? The other half is I'm concerned about you. I know you're not the kind of man to threaten someone without a good reason. You're really not.
I thought you were friends with her.
Well, I am. And it hurts to see her in so much pain.
Then why has it not changed the way you act around me? I would think you'd be scorning me with the rest of the maids.
I see how it is. You don't trust me. And we've known each other oh so long. This isn't a question of whose side I'm on. You're in pain too, and I can see that. You've always bottled things up, kept them hidden. You're too proud to rely on others. But you should probably vent to someone before it catches the point where you no longer can. Say, Jacopo, do you remember the promise we made a while back?
How far back?
Back when you were still shorter than me. You were 14, and I was 12. I had to leave town and you came to see me off. Quite frankly, I didn't think you'd come. I was surprised even if I didn't show it. Oh,
Oh.
flashback time? Jacopo? Where's your dad? Or are you here alone?
He didn't even tell me. There's no reason you have to leave town. My old man says the Campanellas have more power. I should be the one leaving.
It's not that simple. Grown-ups have a lot to consider. So don't give me that look, Jacopo. I'm thinking it's gonna be him.
We were kids, but we both kind of started to catch on to the situation with our families and to the bonds that land held on us. Although we didn't know any of the details at the time. My grandpa owned all the land the city was built on, but he was a very conservative man. He didn't try to spread his influence, instead opting to fortify what he already had. I don't know exactly when it first started, but organisations were used to administrate cities. When we were kids, my dad was the Campo Familia, and my grandpa was the Consigliere. But just because he was an advisor didn't mean he was powerless. Well, my dad made the decisions, my grandpa was the only one allowed to fight him on them. Jesus fucking Christ. Your father was a capo di Signa that served under my dad. He wasn't especially happy about that. But parents quarrelling doesn't affect their kids, or at least that's what I thought at the time, and what you probably thought too. But there was still a chance we could be caught in the crossfire, so my dad decided to send me in.
That was me. I'm
It was
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. But given things I know about later, the tone did not seem right. I am sorry.
It's okay.
But there was still a chance we could be caught in the crossfire, so my dad decided to send me and my mom away. Off the island to the north were some more prosperous areas. He thought that by sending us there, we could live our lives clean, regardless of where we came from. There was no change in what's in your blood, though.
You could have told me too. Or were you planning on leaving without saying anything?
No, it was just decided all so quickly.
Why do you sound so accepting? Adults have a lot to consider. You bet they do, but you could at least let them know you're opposed to it, Maria. But no, your tail went straight between your legs as soon as you were told. You just gave up and accepted it straight away. I thought you were better than that.
Something we should probably straighten out since I had you read the line when it was mine. I'm sorry. He is going to be the next Capo Familia. But it was her dad and grandfather that were before him, and his dad served underneath theirs. So there was a transfer somewhere. Fuck knows where. Somewhere. But I just wanted to clarify that for anyone who might have been confused, because, I had you voice it instead of me.
Yeah.
You think? You think I don't know that? It'll just be my dad's way if I stay. I'm a kid, a girl. I won't be any help if something happened. And I don't want to need someone to protect me.
Stop you as a girl.
Hey, that's mean. Oh, geez, thanks, Jacopo. Now you're gonna get me all mushy, too. If anyone should be sad here, it's me.
I'm not sad.
Oh, shit. You sure you're not actually torn that I won't be around anymore? You're a huge crybaby after all, Jacopino.
When have I ever cried? And don't call me that.
I made you mad. Shirt fused as ever, I see. You've got to learn to keep your head. You're a man and an heir to the Berzati family.
Don't you lecture me.
I think people need to lecture you more, actually.
Yeah.
So pig-headed. You could at least listen to me this once before I'm gone.
Hey, Maria. Got a little time to spare?
Yeah, not much. The carriage is gonna be here real soon.
Do you have enough for a trip to the hill and back?
Yeah, I should have time for that. Because of our families, we weren't able to get along with the other kids in the city. So we played a lot up atop that hill. It became kind of our little secret lair. There was an abandoned house up there. I guess an old farmhouse or something, and kids love that sort of thing, you know? We called it Casa Nostra, our home, and we pretended it was actually ours. We drew circles in the wall in chalk and used it for target practice. We brought up a bale of straw and used it to make makeshift beds. When either of us got into fights with our parents, we'd stay the night here instead of home. In retrospect, I'm sure they knew where we were going and just let us do our thing. Oh yeah, there was this one time we were playing up and a huge storm rolled in, trapping us in there. The wind wasn't just howling, it was screaming bloody murder. It was blowing so hard I thought the house might fly away. As I recall, you were crying that night. Hey, Nero, you here to see me off too? There you go, wagging your tail with that dumb look on your face. You have no idea what's going on here, do you? It wasn't just the two of us who'd made Casa Nostra our home base, though. There was one more. A stray black dog. I'm pretty sure it didn't actually have black fur, though, and it was just really, really dirty.
Of course he doesn't. He's a stupid animal.
Oh, don't talk about him like that. He's one of us.
What were you planning to do about Nero? Just leave him behind?
Nothing else I can do. Can't bring a dog in the carriage. Besides, you're out here, so it'll be fine. You take care of Nero, alright?
He doesn't like me. You're the only one who can take care of him.
Maybe, but I'm not coming back. He'll starve to death if you don't figure something out. He's a puny runt, and I doubt he could win a fight for scraps. Come on, do it for me.
You said you will be coming back. Did you mean that? Are you absolutely never returning to this town?
There's no telling what may or may not happen, so it's best not to get your hopes up. Better than the pain of letting us down. Well, I've turned into quite the cynic, huh? Maybe if I'd been born into a more normal family, I'd be in a room in a pile of dolls right now, head in the clouds.
I can't imagine you doing that, nor do I think it's normal.
Well said. Hey, stop that, Nero. Quit licking me! It tickles, and you reek!
Maria,
What is it?
come back. I don't care if you don't know when it'll be, just don't say you'll never return. No one knows how things are gonna end up. Maybe my old man will gain more power, or maybe yours will. If things continue as they are, it'll be your old man. Then down the line I'll work in the service of the Campanella family. And that's just fine by me. But even if that's not the future that lies ahead, I promise I'll make a place for you. So Maria.
Question. Do you have a crush on me?
What?
I'm kidding. No need for a damn conniption fit. I was just playing around.
I'm trying to have a serious conversation and then you... Listen to me. I don't have any of those, those kinds of feelings for you. I consider you a lifelong friend. My one and only friend. That's why I came to see you off, and that's why I'm telling you this now. Whether you're a girl or a boy is irrelevant. Friendship lasts much longer than something so fanciful as romance. Am I wrong? Don't laugh, damn it. It's humiliating.
Ha! I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I agree entirely. Yeah, we've always been on the same page, Jacopo. Maybe we did fight a lot, but there wasn't one thing we didn't get through. No one else understood just how lonely it was wearing a mask for all the other kids, trying to fit in their happy little circle. We couldn't afford to be found out after all. Neither of us had any real allies anyway.
Apparently a 12-year-old in whatever century this was.
This would be the 1860s.
Okay, then a 12-year-old in the 1860s.
A 14-year-old in the
14.
1860s.
No,
Because he's 12. No,
she's 12.
She's
She's
12.
14.
That's right.
Which
he's
is why
older.
it was funny that she was taller than him.
Right. The
Yeah.
dialogue in this game is a bit fucky-wucky. It's like the one complaint that people have had in reviews. The reviews I've read on it, it's always the one part people criticize. They're like, the writing dialogue is all the same throughout all of the centuries. It's all modern day dialogue with random old words that like somebody's grandpa would use thrown in.
Yeah.
They're like, the story and everything is great, the artwork is good. What the fuck is the dialogue?
What is this?
They're like, it's really hard to be pretending you're in the 17th century when you've got someone going, dude, or bro.
Bro.
Like, what's this, bro?
Bro?
Except for each other, of course. I'm glad I got the chance to play with you. If you hadn't been there, I probably wouldn't have bothered caring for Nero either. It was too funny watching him chase you around.
You're a sick girl, Maria.
So hey, Jacopo, this place will still be Casa Nostra even after I leave, right? V, pins and lines.
Those are amazing.
And you know, you can go in there and be like, for the record, Cryptic told me to pin my own quote. That's why.
Yeah.
But yes, you and Mr. Y, both of you, get pinned
Both of you.
right now. Go get pinned.
And the funny chat.
No, just get pinned in general. Just get
Get
pinned. I wish to riz the good lady, bruh. Hey, Jacopo, this place will still be Casa Nostra after I leave, right? I'm feverish. So Jacopo, this place will still be Casa Nostra after I leave, right? Next dialogue, Mr. Skippy. Oh, right.
Fucking
You-
honestly.
I'm too distracted. Okay, I wish
was
to
also
riz.
distracted by Pizza.
I was distracted by I wish to riz the good lady, bro. And the home. Oh, there it is.
Home
Look,
slice,
my home
bread
slice
slice
bread
dog.
slice dog.
Since 17th century.
I was distracted by that. Okay. You won't do anything to it, will you? Come on, home slice. You can't do me like that.
Of course not. This is our home. This was always the plan. Thank you, Sonny.
Thanks. You know, I'm gonna need to take a break after this scene is done, because otherwise, I'm gonna laugh until I piss myself.
Please don't piss yourself. No pee in the panties. No piss in the pantaloons.
Oh, but I'm sure somebody would be into it. It's fine. Though, you know, with you being this nice, it's creepy, Jacopo. It's not gonna start snowing, is it?
How rude.
Ah! Oh, no. Oh. No.
I did not mean that.
He tried to tickle me and knocked over water all over.
Uh-oh.
Wait a moment! No!
No! Well, if you're gonna be like that, I'm not sure I want to give it to you. Give what?
I don't remember.
What?
Oh, there. Huh? Give what? A present? You should have said sooner. Gimme.
You don't know the shred of crack, do you?
What's the matter? Come on, what'd you bring? Let me have it, soldier.
Oh, Maria. You consider this a temporary parting gift. You'd been wanting one of these for a while.
Huh? Oh, is that a cartridge from a Colt Navy? No way, did you swipe it?
I'll probably catch hell for it too.
Oh, wow, this is amazing. I've always wanted to get my hands on the real thing. This is from the one hanging up in your house, isn't it? The one your dad was bragging about. They started selling them this year, and it's ridiculously hard to get your hands on one, or so I hear. Man, guns from the New World are something else, alright. Just imagining the moment the hammer comes crashing down on the back of the sends chills down my spine.
Are you sure you're a girl going crazy over a bullet cartridge?
What's the big deal? I like what I like, okay? You'll get in trouble if you don't put this back, though, won't ya?
Don't worry, I'll return it when you return. Ah,
Are you okay?
I think my soul left my body for a second now.
But your soul is your body. You have to physically manifest your soul to make your body. What do you make of that?
Oh. I won't tell anyone I gave it to you.
I mean, unless you're talking about that corpse of a body that you dug up that you're trying to restore on your art streams.
Maybe.
What, is that supposed to be you?
Who's what's supposed to be me?
The corpse you're restoring on your
Yes.
art streams?
Yeah.
God, you really let yourself go.
Wow. Thanks.
All that sitting down under the earth, that'd do that to you, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take you up on that then.
Exactly.
Rude.
Rude.
Thanks, Jacopo. It'll be my treasure.
It goes without saying, but don't you lose it.
I think she's gonna lose it.
I'm giving it to you as a symbol of our friendship.
I think she's gonna lose it.
She's gonna lose it.
She's gonna lose it.
No matter how far apart we may be, or how much time may pass, or how things play out with our families, we will always be friends. That cartridge symbolizes that promise.
That's the promise, Jacopo. Our families may outwardly hate each other. Come on. But I'll always be your friend. Always be on your side.
And don't you ever go back on those words.
I swear upon this glorious cartridge, this historic lands, and the names of my ancestors, I shall not make myself a liar.
I trust you, Maria. We'll meet again. It may be many years from now, but that won't change a thing. Our friendship will never fade.
Alright, I must go make pee-pee so it's not in the pantaloons. BRB. Get a snack, have a drink, whatever you gotta do.
Zippy.
I have no idea what she's singing, so I can't sing along.
I don't know, and I've been trying to figure.
And Nero.
He, about a year after you left, he suddenly disappeared. And just for the record, I did take care of him as you told me to. I'm guessing you got in a fight with another stray or something. I searched, but could never find him.
Wow. It has been more than a decade. Not everything.
Rumbling outside.
Hmm?
There was a very loud rumble noise from outside. So I'm like, who's fucking rumbling?
I don't know, it's some god standing up there with a piece of fucking metal going woo, 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 woo. Not everything's gonna remain exactly the same.
You, however, haven't changed a bit from the girl you were all those years ago.
Neither of you. Sure, you seem different on the outside, but at your core, I believe you haven't changed at all. Still the same old Jacopino.
Could you not call me that? I have changed quite a bit. Unlike you, and I am well aware of it.
Hey, Jacopo. Do you consider me, supportive?
Of everything you could have said, of course you are. You're constantly supporting me, past and present. You are proof of the existence of a kind of friendship that can transcend gender, blood, and other such distinctions.
You know, it's honestly kind of bizarre seeing you without a stick up your ass.
Wow. Harsh words.
Come on, hear me out. You almost had me blushing there. Anyway, before you put that stick back up there, tell me something. Am I still your only ally?
You are.
Everyone in this mansion, I'm the only one.
Yes. If she would at least have a little more.
The madam?
I didn't actually intend to treat her like that.
Well, you still did.
But you still did, you fucking asshole.
Believe me, Jacopo, I know. I mean, from a girl's perspective, what you did is pretty awful. But hey, I'm not a girl, according to you anyway. I will always be on your side, no matter what.
God, I feel as though I'm being consoled.
That's what I was going for.
Should have never opened up to you.
Hey, now's probably not the best time to bring this up, but I have a letter.
A letter?
Written by the madam. Here.
A letter from my wife? Let me see it. What the hell am I reading?
I was considering keeping it a secret, but having seen it, I thought hiding it from you might only hurt you more, so I decided it was best to show you.
Who is this? Who is this letter for? It's as if... But that can't... I love you? Who is she writing to? I don't know this man.
Take a deep breath, Jacopo, and listen to me. The madam is having an affair. Maria! That's what I think of that.
Yeah. Solidified my decision. We do not stand, Maria.
I told you you'd find it out during the stream today. What is Maria? Sorry, I dropped a cup when I was shouting Maria, and I had to pick up my shit that I spilled everywhere. I haven't changed a bit. If you seriously believe that, then I've got news for you, pal. Anyone who acts exactly the same as they did in the past is doing just that, acting. Much like I do around you. Our friendship will never change. What a fucking joke! You picked the wrong girl to put your trust in. And they called you astute, and you taste the fucking irony. Well, that just makes things easier for me. But my god, it's suffocating playing the good girl. That stupidly cheerful little ray of sunshine, Maria. Sickening. On the other hand, the payoff is fantastic. I can't stop. God, watching him lose his cool is incredible. My sides hurt just thinking about it.
You're telling me she wrote this?
Who else could have written it? It's her handwriting.
Why? Why? Why must she continue to betray me? Has she not taken enough already? What else could she possibly want from me? I told her to stay away from my gathering. I had the rose garden torn down. And yet, she still finds other men. I warned her. I told her it wouldn't happen again. That if she betrayed me one more time, I'd kill her.
Jacopo.
Out of my way, Maria. I have to talk to her. Ask her what this letter's about, who this man is. And depending on how she answers...
Hold it, Jacopo, calm down.
Silence. How am I supposed to stay calm right now?
Listen to me. Relax. You try to talk to her right now and you ain't getting anywhere. You're aware of just how frenzied you are, aren't you? Besides, you think she's just gonna tell you the truth even if you do manage to ask? Of course not. She may look all prim and proper, but that's not the real her. I don't think she's a bad person, but...
Not a bad person. The woman who wrote this letter to another man, she crossed the line, you hear me?
I agree with you there. She's gone too far with this letter. But remember, she's your wife and the daughter of a noble. You know exactly what will happen if you lose control of yourself and do something to her. It's not gonna look good for you.
She may be nobility, but I have the Koska. We have our own way of taking care of these kinds of problems.
It's still as plain as day, and it's only gonna make a bigger mess. No one else knows about this yet.
Are you telling me to act like nothing's happening when she so blatantly disrespects me?
Jacopo, could you let me take care of it? I'm friends with the madam, you know that. She'll listen to me. So I'll make sure it gets through to her. Just how much you care.
I couldn't ask you. It would be disgraceful.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. What did I tell you? I'm on your side and you're on mine. We're in this together. You can ask me to do things you couldn't ask others to do. I have tight lips. Hey, I also have tight lips. Medically tight lips.
Medically tight.
But I've also got very loose lips. You know, you just gotta remember which sets where. Anything you asked, I absolutely keep under wraps.
Damn it. You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm well aware that I'll always lose myself in her presence. If I try talking to him now, I probably will do something rash. Yes. I'll
make sure everything works out, got it? You and the madam can go back to the way things used to be, so you don't have to suffer anymore. I'll take care of it. I'm the only one who understands your pain, and I'm the only one who can help you out of it. Oh, don't make that face, Jacopino.
Thank you, Maria. Please, let her know that even if she is seeing other men, and even if she does silently mock me for not being of noble blood, that I still love her. That I don't want to raise my hand against her.
So, I am perfectly aware he is a dick, and it's unforgivable. But we also don't know how long she's been fucking gaslighting him into thinking that the white-haired girl's been against him. So you see now why I said the whole situation is muddy and complicated.
Yeah.
Because, on the one hand, he's an abusive asshole. But I also have absolutely no sympathy for people who cheat. And obviously the white-haired girl is not cheating.
Yeah.
But as far as he's concerned, he has evidence that she is. Because who knows how long Maria's been twisting things that the white-haired girl does, or creating evidence out of thin air and giving it to him. I mean, the whole thing would be fixed if the two of them could just have a fucking conversation.
Yeah, the two of them would just fucking talk.
Yeah, if she could grow a bit of a backbone and be like, no, I have something to say, you will not talk over me. And if he were to give her 2 seconds to get a word in edgewise, they would be able to figure out really quick that Maria has been the cause of every single problem they've had.
Yeah.
Because their marriage was good until Maria showed up. I mean, I'm not going to say it was great because he was still kind of a prick before.
Yeah.
But considering the standards of the time, it was, I would say it was good. You know, he tried to do a couple of things here and there to make her smile and stuff. You know, there was an effort made. And then this bitch shows up. Fucking, I'm not even gonna boop you with. I'm gonna go right here. I'm not even gonna touch. I'm not even gonna boop. Look at that. Look at that. No boops for you.
No boops for Maria.
No boops for you. No boops. You love her? That's a riot. You're too busy chasing your stack of papers. You don't have what it takes to truly love a woman. I will say, though, I was surprised at how you lost your head that badly. Quite a little crush you've got on her. You could just sit down and talk to her like a rational fucking human being, and presto, your problems would be solved. But you can't manage that, which is why you're in this predicament in the first place. Once you're convinced of something, Jacob O, you never let go of it.
Boop. B-O-O-P, no poops. She unfortunately, she has good boobs.
Yeah, no boops. she unfortunately has good tits, but no boobs.
But no boobs.
Only slap. and I only slap because I know violence against the women's, but she is kind of trying to convince Jacob to murder someone that is kind of also a woman, so I would say...
I am very confused about her motives. I really am.
She does have motives. They do exist. Whether they are good or they are bullshit, you do not get to know, but there are motives.
Okay. It does get explained.
Yeah, you've already briefly seen her motives. Briefly. The motives were like, up on the screen and gone.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna accuse you of taking my feet, but no, it's in front of me.
I fucking accusing me. I'm not taking that.
Why'd you take my vape?
I didn't.
You did! I'm not gonna even talk about... I'm gonna go talk to some middleman. Gizmo? Did he steal my vape?
Come on, Gizmo, you love me.
Gizmo says that he didn't see a damn thing. He doesn't know what happened. He doesn't want to know.
Need some pen and a paper, I'll write you a letter.
And Gizmo will tell me that the letter is actually to somebody else.
The letter's to someone else.
Gizmo will be like, the letter is to that one mutual friend of ours that we have that definitely doesn't have a thing for you. No. Who isn't here to see this and won't realize that they are being joked about. It's fine. She's too timid to speak up for herself. See exactly what I said. See, the problem would be solved if people could, like, just remove head from us. Talk. Sorry, madam. I got nothing against you. I didn't expect it to go this well. There's no stopping now. Not when I've got this much momentum. Also, watching a pretty girl like you break down gives me goosebumps. You're still convinced I'm the only person you can trust?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, about that...
Would you not take it?
Oh, no, he took it. Just, don't feel too bad about this, madam. He just said he's too busy with work, and he tossed the letter aside. I told him to make sure he writes you a reply, but he just hasn't gotten around to it at all.
See. She.
It kills me to see you like this, madam. Does it?
Does that?
Does it?
Fuck Maria.
Fucking... You know what? Hey, look. Huh? No. You can clicky through the text, because I'm just gonna sit here booping white-haired girl, because I feel bad for her. It kills me to see you like this, madam. I don't get why he has to be so heartless. Oh, really, Maria? Maria. Really?
Really?
Not even taking a bit of time out of his day to read a letter that you poured your soul into writing. I'll let you say it. I can't get that high right now.
Unacceptable!
That's exactly what it is. Thank you, random voice. He had to chug the drink off that. He's like, oh, my throat. Ah, it burned.
He really is busy. He didn't away though, did he? He needs to read it when he has more time.
Madam. For everything he's done to you, you really think he still means well?
See? Fingers poor, that's all. Leaving him.
What do you mean, what?
I could have sworn I'd opened the bin, but I must have just...
No, I saw you out of the corner of my eye. The lid did not open.
I felt it move, that's why I'm confused.
It didn't open.
I did that and then left it and I looked back down and it's shut and there's a can on top and I'm like, what the fuck?
You didn't open it. You went like you were gonna open it and your fingers just grazed the thing. You went like this.
No.
No. You're not being gaslit.
I opened the astral bin.
You open the astral bin. You open the soul of the bin.
The soul of the bin.
I was watching him out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just petting the trash can. Like that's deadass what it looked like you were doing, and I'm like, okay.
Nobody will come when he gives me his attention again, as he did before.
Madam.
Oh, could I ask you to believe with me, Maria? The faith that you will once more show me his love, and that mine will reach him. Something tells me that it will all work out if you pray for it.
Well, something tells you, what, her girl, that if Maria just has faith in this, that it'll work out. Hmm? Well, something tells me that if Maria did something, that maybe all this would stop.
Maria would just fuck off.
But you see why I was laughing sort of. I was like, oh, look, we stand Maria.
Yeah.
Look, so I wanted to voice her, but not because I stand what's going on here. Asshole.
Nah.
Nah.
Sorry, there must be something stuck in my throat.
Oh, there is. Is there a dick in there?
Unfortunately not.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you're fine with me praying, I'll pray. I'll get down on my hands and knees for you, madam. I'll have faith.
Gay? Thank you.
Madam, what do you mean gay? Are you okay? Are you feverish? Your husband already thinks you're cheating on him, madam. I don't think this is a good idea.
Can I ask you to know a bit too?
Give him as many as you want. No, it's a bad idea. Don't do it. Abort, abort.
Don't do it.
As many as it takes for you to get through to him.
Can I just... How hard would it be for her to just write his name on it?
Apparently hard.
But...
You really ought to learn not to be so trusting, madam. Take a real close look. And you'll see exactly who it was that ground your happy little life into dust.
Sorry, I saw no boobs again and my brain went, yeah, that's it, Maria has lost her boob privileges. No boob privileges for Maria.
Thank you, Maria. I'm the reincarnation of the Mother of God. Are you actually flicking through these?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it looked the timing. It looked like it was auto playing, and I'm like, what?
That's me.
Okay. I can't hold back the laughter. This is the stage of my own creation. We didn't have enough actors, so the playwright had to take on a role herself, but that only adds to the excitement. Yes, this is all my masterpiece. You're all just ignorant little puppets dancing to my tune. From the first shot to the last, blind to whose finger is on the trigger. Listen to me take a pose, and try to keep your head. I saw the madam meeting with another man behind your back. You know the arch in the rose garden, see what I tell you? The far side, out of sight from the mansion, making it into a perfect place to hide. I saw her back there. From the looks of it, the madam is having her meetings with one of the men who comes to your business gatherings. And they don't act like they're just friends. But to be clear, I don't have any solid proof. So it'd be best if you just didn't mention this to her yet. You wouldn't want to start throwing around random accusations only to find out too late and that it was a big misunderstanding. I'll get to the bottom of it. So I think the madam might have her eyes on several men. Being a woman, I can tell these things. She's giving these suggestive looks. But to whom I can't pinpoint. A lot of people come in and out of this house after all. What? You want to keep her from leaving her room? That might be for the best. With so much going so well, it makes me think even God's on my side. They could all just talk it over with each other. But they won't. And they're in deeper and deeper shit for it. You're the only one I can trust, Maria. And the timing that night, oh my god, it's perfect. Hey, Jacopo. I could just be misreading here, but it seems something is off about the madam. Like she's been on edge or something. I tried to egg her into revealing what's going on, and she let it slip that she might just be going out somewhere tonight. She's not going with you, is she? Oh, you were going out to survey a construction site today, right? Then I'd suggest you get that taken care of quickly.
A dance at this time of night?
Yep, and since it's late, no loud music. All you get is a little whistling courtesy of me.
But this room is too small for...
Well, then we'll use the Great Hall.
Wouldn't that put us in everyone else's way? He would probably complain about the noise too.
No need to worry. Jacob's out inspecting some factory or something today. After that, he's got a meeting, so he'll be staying the night elsewhere.
I thought you wouldn't be back until tomorrow.
And how would you know that? No, forget that. Does my staying the night elsewhere have any effect on you? You were just waiting for this opportunity, weren't you?
Possibly want you out of the house for.
I'm sure you know better than anyone. What is that smell? Perfume? When did you get perfume? And I have to say, you seem to be having quite the time. Look at you. You're out of breath. Red as a bee. I made the right decision coming back. Where the hell were you going?
Sorry, this is all my fault. If I hadn't asked you to dance, and me bringing the perfume only made things worse.
No, you need not feel bad about anything, Maria. Everything you did was with my best interests at heart.
She doesn't even suspect me in the slightest. And I was able to put that perfume to great use. That money-sucking leech Tommaso showed up the perfect time too.
You're good, Mr. Y. You can send as many pufferfish as you like.
Yeah, go for it. It's a funny noise, that's why it's there.
It is a funny noise, yes. We need the funny noises. I did not mean to skip a line there.
Wow, fucking rude. We make those noises to each other all the time off streams, by the way. We're always quoting the fucking sound alerts to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes one of us will just be in the flat and go, Scotland!
Yeah.
And then the other person will be like, free! From across the house. The fact we've never had a fucking noise complaint surprises the fuck out of me.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, so look at that. They don't remind me I was trying to do a thing. Yeah, I can hear the sound alerts very faintly under the music, and
I can just faintly hear them.
I'm like, what? Okay. I'm pretty sure that's when Jigpo started to get actively violent. A jealous man is a wonderful thing, always imagining the worst and making matters worse for it. Whoa, is that you, Tommaso? It's been so long. What brings you here? Looky who it is. Little Miss Campanella. There's a surprise. Didn't expect to see you this side of the Great Blue. Well, you know. I've just been giving Jacopo a hand. Well, color me impressed. After what happened, I wouldn't have thought you would want nothing to do with him. That was a fucking nightmare.
That was a sentence and a half.
That was between our parents. Jacopo didn't have anything to do with it. Well, would be nice and all for you younger generations to go through life without nothing to spark that powder keg. Not this my place to talk. Oh, needn't worry yourself about any of that. So what brings you here, Tommaso? I'm a little, you know how it is. Having a bit of trouble staying afloat. I see. So you're here begging for offerings. Pretty shameless, Tommaso, pretty shameless. No point in having shame if it ain't making money. Toss that out with the chamber pot. Well, might make things easier if I just quit being human altogether. Are you that hard for cash? Unfortunately, numbers weren't supposed to go up, but for some reason they end up going down instead. Might be best if you kick the gambling habit. No, that's like telling me to go off myself. I bet. So say, Tommaso, maybe I could pinch in a bit too? Oh, you mean it? That'd be a huge help. There's seriously not a scrap of shame in you. However, in exchange, I'd like you to do something for me. Someone's face needs a visit from my fists. Depending on the number, I could also probably cut them into chunks and toss them in the ocean for you. Whoa, keep it clean. I'm not asking you to do anything like that. What is it then? Something a lowlife like me can do. It'll be easy. And it's nothing bad either. You're gonna go talk to Jacopo, aren't you? Well, there's something I'd like you to tell him while you're at it. You know he's married, right? He can get pretty nasty with his wife, though. That's so. Sounds like she's got it rough. She does, and she's religiously devoted to him, too. I've been trying to nudge things in the right direction to get her back on good terms with him, but I haven't had much luck.
Just a second.
She does, very much so. I would actually go as far as to say she's probably an appearance based on her.
Yeah, I see it. I could not pinpoint who it was by the name, so I needed to look it up. So yes, she does.
Lawrence was obsessed with The Sound of Music, so it's one of the few faces I've fucking memorized. Plot, not so much, because I would sit there and covertly hide an earbud in my palm and just kind of sit there like this. But speaking of those fucking people, I had someone who was Mariaing me my entire fucking life, and it took me until I was almost 20 to realize that's what was happening. Claire has Maria'd me my entire fucking life, which is part of why I've got absolutely no sympathy for it here.
Yeah.
For instance, so Claire is a family member, or was a family member of mine before I disowned all of them. I mean, they disowned me like 6 times beforehand, so, you know, it was only fair. But, Claire would go around to Lawrence. So there were the sperm and egg donor, and then there was Keith, the other sibling. They would go and talk to each other, and Claire would tell Lawrence and Keith things that I said or did that I didn't say or do. Or if I would do something nice for one of them, Claire would twist it and make it mean somehow. Like, I would go and I would clean Keith's room because Keith couldn't keep anything clean worth shit. And I knew that Keith was fixing to get in trouble because I'd hear like Lawrence say something like, you know, if I come home and Keith's room ain't clean, I'm gonna go in there like a trash bag and I'm gonna bag up all the shit and I'm gonna throw all Keith's stuff out. So I'd go clean Keith's room, right? Be nice. And, you know, they'd come home, well, you know, Dad over there, Cryptic, he cleaned your room out. Not because he wanted to do something nice for you, But because you had like $5 in your room. Well, Cryptic cleaned your room so that he could steal money out of your piggy bank.
Wow.
And I mean, it was usually small shit like that, but it eventually got to be bigger shit. Like they'd still like go through my phone and shit and send messages as me to people and claim that they didn't do it. Like it was fucking bad. So I've got zero sympathy for the manipulation that's going on here, especially towards the white-haired girl. Towards Jacob, I'm a little I don't like it, but I've got reasons for being kind of on the fence a little bit more. But I've got zero fucking sympathy for what she's doing to white-haired girl. Zero fucking sympathy, because I've been in that position, and yeah, even though they could just talk it out and they could just whatever. That seed of doubt does a lot of damage, especially when somebody involved has a fragile male ego. Like that's always hard, because you go your whole life being told you're right all the time. If you're not right about something, it's kind of hard to admit you're not right.
Yeah.
But the entire family I grew up with all Maria'd to an extent, but one person was the worst for it. I never did, because I didn't like the dishonesty of that. Plus, I'm frankly too autistic for that shit. Like, I probably couldn't do it if I tried. Like, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think I could sit there and gaslight the shit out of someone like that unless I tried. Occasionally, you guys will hear me do a little bit where I'm joking with Spirit and like, no, you brought the void. I didn't bring the void. But I always cleared up with you, and afterwards we're fine. Like I wouldn't.
Start.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't sit there and I couldn't actually sit there and do that to somebody, because I just no. One, I wouldn't be able to consistently keep it together. I have a hard enough time keeping my fucking like standard run-of-the-mill personality all get to see together, and that's fucking barely. I wouldn't have the ability to keep that shit together. But two, the guilt would eat me up.
Yeah.
Like a couple of days ago, it may have been longer than that. I don't know. I've lost track of time. But a little while back, I said something, and I said something with Spirit, and it wasn't entirely true. I don't remember what it was, but it was something really fucking dumb. Like, I was telling him about something like some meme or something I'd seen, and I exaggerated it a little bit. Like, just a hair. And so, like, 30 minutes later, I was like, Spirit, I'm so sorry. I've been so dishonest. I've been such a bastard. I have to tell you something. He's like, what? What happened? I'm like, you know that meme? I embellished it slightly. And he was like, that's it?
Yeah.
You're serious? I'm like, I'm so sorry. So I was like the one person in the family who didn't pull this kind of crap. But what was fucked up was it was portrayed to people outside the family. They tried to portray it as if I was the one orchestrating the whole thing. And like the amount of people who fucking believed it too. So kind of like how she's trying to make it seem like Jacopo's doing all the stuff. Like even though he's obviously reacting bad and stuff on his own, but she's trying to make it seem like he's the one that's gone off the deep end.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I was portrayed to people. Up until my very early 20s when I decided to fuck these people to get out of my life. But like it's not a fun situation. I do not envy anybody here. I envy nobody. Maybe the guy who got to go get the free money. Maybe him.
Maybe.
Free money was nice. But no, I envy fucking no one. Oh shit. Ain't that something the two of them should work through? Oh, before I rudely continue going, do you have any input? No, you don't have any relationship with any gaslighters.
Not that I figured out.
Well, I mean, there's obviously Nagito, but he's a cat.
Nagito being like, I love attention, me, and then coming up to me, and then being like, yes, attention, and then he runs away to you like, I have never been touched in my life.
Or he's like, I've never eaten in my life. It's like you were literally eating right now.
You have food in your mouth. I have never eaten before in my life.
Yeah. I can only think of like a couple of instances where you've told me about people really trying to fuck you over like that, but fortunately it wasn't nearly this bad.
Oh, yeah. See, the joys of me having memory issues is that if you know something bad, I just don't remember.
Yeah, there are things about his life I probably remember more about, despite the fact I wasn't actively there. I just heard from him and like 37 other people what happened, and probably the same for him for me.
Yeah. If I had these kinds of people in my life, they're long gone. And I don't remember it anyway. My brain is like, let's just not remember that.
They zoom.
I zoom.
Sound of Music is pretty good. The only reason I don't like it is because I negatively associate it with somebody I can't stand.
I see.
So, it is amazing. I just... If I ever stop associating it with Lawrence, maybe I'll like it. There was another thing that I liked that I was talking about yesterday that I associate with somebody so I can't stand it, and I can't fucking remember what it is now.
Hello, Bucket.
Hello.
Lovely to see you. Yes, you are perfectly on time every stream.
Alright guys, it's time to start the stream. Alright, let's... See, the stream just started.
We've
Obviously.
started. We are still on the Stan Maria bandwagon.
Yeah, nothing's happened. Normally, yes, but it's reached a point where I can't bear to sit back and watch anymore.
Oh, go Bucket. Bucket Flaming Fox.
Oh, did you?
Amazing.
Amazing. Fucking Bucket Clayman first, he's like jumping on the thing fully with the Google music, everything's great. The stream has definitely just started, folks. Turn this up so I can see the first thing. You were the first.
I think Bucket was joking.
Who claimed first today, though?
V.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. And this wasn't me gaslighting you, it's just me having bad memory.
Yes. I was just...
I want to do something for them, but not for the person who keeps banging really loudly on the walls. I don't know who that is, and why they're here. Oh, how noble.
It's just me, Justin.
You're pretty devoted yourself, little lady. I'm not important right now. Just doing the right thing. But the thing is, Jacob Hope won't hear a word of it. I figured maybe you, being a man, might be able to get through to him a little bit better than little old me. Doubt he'll listen to me either, to be honest. Come on, you used to be really close, though. And I doubt he hates you. You wouldn't be so sure about that. Anywho. Talking's something anyone can do. So what do you want me to tell him? I need you to give him a bit of a scolding. Tell him the madam came to you asking for advice and that she accidentally let it slip. The way he treats her day-to-day causes her grief. I never met this wife of his before, you know. It works even better that way. She's so downtrodden she can't talk to anyone about it. And she thought maybe you, being family, might be able to help. She's never met you, but she still latched onto that ray of hope. And I'm sure when Jacob finds out that she brought it up with family, he'll know he can't keep mistreating her like that. Mistreat. Things like this, they hit home harder when they come from someone on the outside. You make a decent point. Just remember, little lady, all I can do is bring it up with him. Can't guarantee it'll change nothing. That's all I need you to do. Thanks a bunch, Tommaso. Oh, right, one more thing. That's all I need you to do. One more thing.
One more thing.
This is some perfume that's grown quite popular recently. Ask him to give it to the madam, as a gift. If he won't take it, you can keep it. Give it to another woman. Sell it. Whatever you want. Perfume, huh? Very thoughtful of you. Women do like getting shit like that. Yeah, we do. If Big Bad Jacopo gives her some of that, they'll be lovebirds again before you know it. I'm sure of it. Never thought a day'd come when I got to play Cupid. Now I'm starting to get kind of excited about this. Stay focused, Tommaso, and thanks. Also, you didn't hear any of this from me. Just fine pulling the strings from the shadows. Their relationship is in complete shambles. I want to imagine she's not actually just standing there like that. She sat there with like one of those giant cups of wine.
Sippy sippy.
She's just drinking like 3 bottles of wine, but all in one glass.
Yeah. I'll make a...
she's got the glass and it's so big she can go like this. She'll... Jacopo still insists he fucking loves her. And the madam still says she believes in him. Seriously, how stupid can you be? Poor Jacopo. Poor madam. Now then, let's see where this boulder rolls to next. And how far it keeps rolling. Naturally, I'll be nudging it along the way. Because after all, to play lives or lives, not lives, lives. Fucking English. A play lives or dies by the director's hands.
The maid.
Mm-hmm.
Master, are you shocked? Or do you instead lament this development? I was deeply sorrowful, though to a lesser degree about Maria's true intentions and more my shameful inability to recognize her machinations. At the time, I too believed that Maria was the white-haired girl's one and only ally. It was not until everything had drawn to a close that I discovered the truth. Then I now know how the tale ends, you say? Yes, that is correct. Well aware that it was not the case, I told you the story in a way that suggested she was on the white-haired girl's side.
You liar!
You lying bitch! Oh my, I wonder if that constitutes lying to you, Master. I merely wanted to present the events to you in order starting from the beginning, when Maria's ill intentions were still veiled in shadow. I wanted you to know the same feeling of consternation I had experienced.
What kind of what kind of multiple century-old woman are you using words like consternation and shite?
What incarnation?
What in consternation?
The white-haired girl continued to write letter after letter. They were all addressed to her dear husband, detailing her ever persistent love for him, and her desire for their relationship to return to what it had once been. My beloved, I am sure your hands are quite full right now, but that's fine. It does not change my love for you. Do you remember the day we went out together? That was perhaps the most wonderful day of my life. I had a truly incredible time. I still treasure the gift you gave me, but it is the one and only present I have received from you. That reminds me, Maria tried to teach me how to dance. I doubt I will ever progress beyond being laughably bad, though. It would be nice if someday you and I could dance together. Perhaps when you have a little respite from your work, we could go out again. Maybe take a carriage somewhere a little further away. We could dine at a restaurant more to your liking. Although I think the cuisine at the other restaurant was exquisite personally. Do I, perhaps, have an unrefined palate? Maria altered the letters before delivering them, however. She changed the address from Jacopo to another man. Okay, I see that my suggestion of just writing his name on it did not work. Okay, fair enough. She would cut away the top of the page with Jacopo's name on it, and in the space below write a different name. She could not have mimicked the white-haired girl's handwriting for the full length of a letter, but Maria could make a single name look adequately similar. And it would, after all, be quite difficult to notice minor discrepancies in such a small quantity of text.
Again, another letter. Why does she keep writing these? To Jacob's eyes, the modified letters looked like professions of love for another man. The more she inscribed her feelings for Jacopo, the greater the turmoil grew within his heart. Even though her love was directed toward him, I can't believe what I'm reading. A restaurant more to your liking. I knew it. You have been going out with other men, all the while pretending to be chaste in my presence. I still treasure the gift you gave to me, God's sake. You have to be fucking kidding. That's...
Mm-hmm.
You just did not write fucking, which was confusing me.
I'm not seeing fucking showing up in the video that I was looking at to paste these out.
Oh. They took out all of the F-bombs.
Some of them. So there's this version of the game, and then there was the one that was re-released for consoles and things, and it has a bit less swearing in it. And I'm wondering if they had to do that so that the companies would put it on the consoles.
Possibly.
You can get away with a little bit more garbage when you're doing for PC.
Yeah. Penis. I glanced over and saw exclamation point PNS.
Penis.
Penis.
There is still a decent bit of this chapter left, but I think this is the perfect little place to leave you right before we start getting into some really, really heavy flashbacking and motives for people. Motives. Here, let's go back and let's do a little peeky peek, because I think everyone deserves the peeky peeks.
The peeky peeks. The gizmo.
He deserves it. I take away the boom.
The boom.
Look at him. Look at him go.
Peek that gizmo.
He's sitting and he is happy.
He happies.
So, we can be sad for the white hair girl. We can be happy for Gizmo. Okay. Anyway, no more Gizmo. We have until tomorrow where we are being sponsored by Puzzles and Survival. If that's something you guys want to do to be nice for us, you can download the app through specifically this link or QR code. If it's any other way, it does not help. And if you get to either headquarter level 5, rally and attack on one of the zombie lairs, or you get your first 5-star hero, either of those helps us out considerably. We still have shit that we're paying off that we got a couple months back to help with the streams. So anything that we get is going towards that right now.
Yeah.
So far, we've had a couple of people start in on the doing the things, and we really do appreciate it so much. Let's see, what else do we have as far as like things to talk about? We've got. Is your stream going to be moving the day?
Yes. My streams will be moving to Tuesdays. Same time, but a day later. Because I have decided that I would like to do something.
Socials.
Socials. Which is scary, but I try. And yes, to be Gizmo. To have Kale dropped at you from the sky.
If the sky dropped Kale on me, I think I'd be scared.
And I would be also kind of scared if the sky just started raining Kale, but
Yes. But his streams are movings. And we've got the streams for the rest of this week that should all be about the normal time. I don't expect us to run late for any of them, but if we do for any, it might be tomorrow's. Just because tomorrow is the same day that we have our weekly appointment at the therapy. And the streets have been kind of freezy. So if the streets are still kind of frozen in places, then we might be a little bit late for Resident Evil tomorrow. So tomorrow was Resident Evil. What we doing?
the final chapter. Dun dun dun.
Oh, it's gonna be going back to me being able to play Resident Evils.
Hey, hey, hey.
So we are doing the final chapter of Resident Evil 4, the remake.
Yes.
And then we'll be starting Resident Evil. I think we'll go with 5. I was thinking we'd start 8, but no, let's go with 5. Let's go in order.
5.
5. Resident Evil 5.
5.
Now that one, doesn't it have like some kind of multiplayer or something?
Yes.
Explain.
At least when I played it with my dad on the PlayStation 3, you could have two people playing at the same time. One person would play Chris and the other person would play Shiva.
Ooh. We'll
Such
have to
excite.
see. We'll have to see if that is still a thing for.
Yes,
Yes,
we'll have to see.
we'll have to see. Was it same console or could it be different consoles?
It was same console when I did it with my dad.
Okay,
It was split screen.
split screen. Got it. Got it. Well,
So there is that. That
there
was
was that.
exciting.
And then on Friday, the day that everyone is concerned about, because I know you guys love your corpse party,
Mhm.
we decided to give you slightly more corpse party time by doing all of the extra chapters for Corpse Party 1,
Yes.
the 2021 release.
remake. Yes.
Yes.
So there is that. That is coming. People can be excited.
It will probably be 2 streams worth, but it might be 3. It just depends on how much we
How much we get through in the first one.
how much we ramble.
Yeah.
So, and then Saturday, don't know.
No.
Don't know. There will be a stream Saturday, but what is it? Don't know. Next week might be a little bit wonky because it looks like I'm finally getting my return to work thing. And so with that being next week, I do not know if I'm going to have the energy for streams or if I'm going to have to take some time off. If I take some time, it will be a day, 2, maybe a week. It will not be a whole month like the last time I took some time off. Don't worry. It's just going to depend on how much work gets thrown at me whenever I do go back. So
Yes.
we will see. Regardless of that, though, Spirit will have his Tuesday.
Yes.
Because him having his stream has zero to do with me and my energy level.
Yes. I did miss. Fuck.
You did miss fuck.
Fuck. I did miss Monday's stream there because I have been ill lately and I slept through it. But
He slept like a full 20 something hours.
yeah, I was
Almost 24, not quite.
almost but not quite. I was fucked and slept through it. But I am trying to fix my sleep schedule. I'm trying, and I will do my best. So I should be back on Tuesday to stream again. But shit happens sometimes.
We hopes.
We hopes, but shit happens.
Yes. Yes. Let us see. Let us see. Do we raid? Do we? Ooh, we've got like 3 choice.
I cannot see choice.
I will put choice. That's not what I'm trying to fucking draw. Okay, I'll put choices on your monitor for you. Not that one. Pink ones. This one is not horror. This one is also not horror. And this one is high fantasy, I think.
Does anyone have any opinions? Do you want fantasy or do you want the horrors?
Fantasy, the horrors. But you can't have the fantasy horrors, it's one or the other.
One or the other. Can't have both. Shit happens sometimes.
Okay. I feel like we had something else to cover, but I can't for the life of me fucking think of what it was.
I don't know.
Oh, I remembered. 1 second, let me pull up my browser.
They have
so I can
decided
actually-
horrors when it is time.
Okay, horrors when it's this time.
When it is time, they would like the horrors.
Okay, hold. Because I've just remembered what other thing I have to talk about. We have added some new channel redeems. Yes, and we have one new one coming, but it's the playlist for it is not ready, so it's not yet.
It very well could be horror, depending on what's going on the stream.
The horror.
The horror.
Fucking go away. Go away, Steam Achievement. Go away. Go. Leave. I got something getting in the way of my fucking cursor. I am trying to actually go to the list of the thingies so that I can read them off to you, because otherwise I'm gonna say names that I think I named them, and then I'm gonna find out no, I named them something else, because I can never decide on anything. Rewards. Here we go. Channel point rewards. Rewards. All right. So first of all, I reordered the channel point rewards, and can you allow that? Thank you. The episodes.
Horror.
Them slots.
But I did reprice the different channel point rewards so that the ones that I wanted to be grouped together would be grouped together. They've been recolored and all that shit. But we have added a couple of new ones. We've got Breathe, Don't Heave. The Spotify ones are obviously new. We got Mosh at the Crypt, Silence, and Venus. Silence does not mean total silence. It just means no more of the Spotify's.
Yes.
There will be another Spotify playlist getting added probably later this week, maybe next week. And that'll be for musical theater stuff.
Yes.
We're just working on that one right now because we've got a lot of taste that's very interesting. And we want to make sure that we don't have anything that's going to be too potentially triggering for people. You know, considering our favorite plays include things like The Heathers, for instance. Cheese Me is somewhat new. That plays the song Cheese by Stray Kids.
Yes.
Bring Us the Dragon shows Gizmo, as you guys saw earlier.
Yes.
And there is a new one for 5,000 called Serve Me. And you see the outfit Spirit is in right now. Serve Me forces him to change into this outfit, no matter what, at any given time.
Yes. So, like, you know, we could just be here and I could be, you know, dressed like this. And I could be in my regular outfit and someone will be like, serve me! And I will be forced into the dress.
Yes, forced into the dress.
Forced into the dress. I will be held down and forced into it.
For your viewing pleasure.
Yes.
I was having a moment. I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I saw a thing and then I didn't see it and oof, okay, I'm fine.
Oof.
Anyway, we are going to go over and raid. Who did we decide?
We decided on Eyes Above, yes.
Yes, Eyes Above with Dead by Daylight. I will not be able to follow the raid train along right now because I need to do a computer restart. So if either Spirit or Moderator V would follow along and just share our love with them, that would be great. Anyway, keep it creepy.
Keep it weird.
And most importantly, stay queer. Bye-bye.
Bye.